One of the most powerful experiences I've had here has been crossing the Edmund Pettus Bridge. It was one of the ones I anticipated coming here, and I imagined that I was going to really connect with the activists who did that, and with John Lewis, and my experience was much different than I expected. I could imagine their screens, and I could see the images in my head, but to connect with their experiences is not what happened to me. What I connected with was the reality that I've never had to struggle to cross a bridge, and I've never had to worry about wearing a hoodie on a dark street. I've never had to worry about being followed around in a store or losing my life at a traffic stop. And my experiences throughout the rest of this institute, I've really seen the systematic racism, starting with slavery and continuing with Jim Crow and convict leasing, and how this process has just created a separate subclass. And I feel this is so important to carry home to my students who aren't African American, and that's not to have them apologize or feel guilty for being white, but to take responsibility and to work to make sure that people of color can share in the access and the safety and the human rights that I have always had. I also feel that I've really become aware how the struggle of people of color is different than the struggle of any other groups. A lot of us fit in so many different other groups of otherness, and each struggle is unique. And I think it's really important to own the uniqueness of the experience of the African American and use my own sense of otherness and have my students connect with their sense of otherness as a source of empathy, but not as a comparison for what African Americans have experienced. The things I will be taking into the classroom is my role as an educator with people of color. I feel that the experiences that have created a separate class in our nation have an effect on people of color, and that may show up sometimes in the classroom. And I think it's really important to have compassion and empathy and understanding as that's navigated. So, and I hope to do that as a teacher in the classroom.